Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2024, you are sitting at the edge of the rest of your lives.
This is American football player Harrison Butker, who is currently drafted to the Kansas City Chiefs, in which his position is kicker.
Each of you has the potential to leave a legacy that transcends yourselves and this era of human existence.
And the following is from a commencement address he gave to the class of 2024 graduating from Benedictine College, a private liberal arts college in Atchison, Kansas.
In the small ways, by living out your vocation, you will ensure that God's church continues.
The college has a religious affiliation with the Catholic Church.
And the world is enlightened by your example.
And Harrison himself is a devout Catholic.
For the ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment. You should be proud of all that you have achieved to this point in your young lives.
Keep in mind, this is a commencement address for graduating students of a private liberal arts college in the middle of America.
I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you.
Diabolical lies is a good choice of words.
How many of you are sitting here now about to cross this stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career?
I'd imagine for most of them, being concerned with how they'll pay off their student debt comes to mind immediately.
Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world.
Hopefully keeping in mind that just because you graduated with a university degree doesn't guarantee you a job. I learned that the hard way.
But I would venture to guess,
influenced by my religious beliefs,
that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world.
Tell me, when do we subtly but indirectly relay the underlying message to women that graduate from our college?
I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel,
that anything that they pursue outside of the home
would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother.
We see no value for, we think is effectively useless. The only thing we value women do is get married to men and have babies. I'd say after they've paid their full college tuition and now they're in student debt. Brilliant!
I'm on this stage today and able to be the man I am
because the Kansas City Chiefs gave me a $20 million 5-year contract to kick a football.
Because I have a wife who leans into her vocation.
I think it's very easy for your wife to lean into that vocation when you have a 7-figure salary to kick a football.
I'm beyond blessed with the many talents God has given me.
And the contract that the Kansas City Chiefs gave me to kick a football.
But it cannot be overstated that all of my success is made possible because a girl I met back in middle school would convert to the faith, become my wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker.
Now, this wasn't the only thing that he talked about in his commencement address. He talked about a lot of other conservative political beliefs. Jewish decicide was my personal favorite. This isn't a political rally. It's a commencement address for graduating students of a private liberal arts college in the middle of America. Imagine being a woman in this graduating class. You finally completed your studies. You've achieved so much. You feel so grateful to get to this day. You're ready to start the next chapter of your life. Just for some overpaid pompous twat who kicks a football for a living. But keep in mind, he has probably been paid very well to come give this speech at the very college that you're now probably in student debt to, in which he sees as an opportunity to soapbox his conservative religious political beliefs. He thinks it's a good idea to address the women graduates, that you as a woman having any desire and interest to wish to pursue a career outside of a home based on the studies that you've just done at this very college, in his words, is
the most diabolical lies told to you.
And that you should actually pursue your true vocation, which is wife, mother, and homemaker. The men that they marry are going to step up and pay the student debt for these degrees they got? Are we going to be ignorant to the fact that the majority of men in America make nowhere near the amount of money that this man makes kicking a football? And I would hope that this man's wife is with him not because he can fully financially provide for the household comfortably. It's because she loves him for who he is as a person. Not every woman is going to be able to find and date and marry a man with a 7-figure salary. They're not going to share these men with other women as much as alpha males and men with microphones want them to. Men marrying multiple women is not practiced under the Catholic faith. What are these women meant to do? Rent, bills, and food isn't free for single women. Are rich people that out of touch to the struggles of the average person? They're only doing it to resist the biological urge implanted in them to get married and have babies. Part of the leftist, liberal, feminist, Marxist agenda.
Each of you has the potential to leave a legacy.
So evidently when he said that, he was only speaking to the male graduates. The only way women can leave a legacy is getting married to a man and having his children.
That transcends yourselves and this era of human existence.
Men can go out into the world and pursue whatever their heart desires and whatever they wish to achieve, except for cooking and cleaning, participating in the household and the raising of their own children. Oh, that's kryptonite to them. Ugh. And to any of the women that have such similar desires like men do, no, we've already assigned you to be a homemaker. Isn't that great?
In the small ways, by living out your vocation.
While we appreciate the ladies that invested their hard-earned money into our institution to study a degree, which they hope to use as a stepping stone in their vocation in pursuing a career for themselves.
And the world is enlightened by your example.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've actually decided what your vocation will be in best service to us. Can we go a day day without scolding women because their life doesn't revolve around focusing on being some man's baby-making machine. Women wishing to be wives and mothers, I only ever want to hear that from women. I don't want to hear it from men who stand on a soapbox and think that they can speak for what all women want. And I think it's incredibly patronizing and condescending for men to continue to preach the message that they don't value anything that women decide to pursue for themselves for their own lives. They only value what women do in service of them. It's their graduation day. It's not your day to get on your soapbox, buddy. Just kick the football, collect your paycheck, and shut the fuck up.